So Julie, we've talked quite a bit about sort of struggles with, anxiety and
Right.
feeling like, that really gets in the way of your engaging with people and having friendships and
Yeah.
yeah. And part of what I wanted to focus on today was looking at sort of the larger picture of this, the larger context in which this struggle occurs.
Mm-hmm.
We've been sort of focused on all the trees, and we want to look at sort of the forest. Like, what is it that you want to be about in terms of relationships in your life? Like, what is it that matters to you in terms of your relationships?
Well, I think that I have a hard time being so focused on my inner dialogue and me doubting myself and my self-consciousness that I fail to be a good friend to a lot of people who love me. And it hurts me to see that, but then I don't know how to stop and listen.
So you feel like you're not a good friend. So what I want us to do is we're going to sort of walk through some different domains of functioning for you, and I'm gonna jot down like what you say. And our job here with this is to really come up with some really concrete sort of statements of what it is that you want to have happen. And so I'm going to work, to help us kind of get really clear on what are your values in this area. What is it that's important to you? And one of the things you just said was you wanted. You felt like you're sort of you're not there for your friends.
Right.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And how would you want it to be?
Well, I mean, I would like to not always be the person calling up crying. I feel like no one could count on me in that way because I'm not strong.
Yeah. Okay. So in that domain of friendships, what you want is to not always be the one who's calling up crying.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to write that down. Does that seem to fit for you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So what are you writing down?
Just what you said.
Okay.
Not always be the one who's crying.
Okay.
And that's what you want in that.
Right.
Okay. What are other things that you want when you think about your friendships?
I want to have a good time when I go out
Okay.
instead of, I can kind of bring myself some nights to actually get to the place, but, it's so draining.
Yeah, okay. So you want to have a good time with friends. That
Yeah.
feels like kind of the way you want to be.